Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Virtue's Last Reward. Last time we saw Temioji's ending, which revealed a couple of things. It revealed, well, we know that he is either Junpei or is heavily connected to Junpei. We know that he did indeed raise Quark, and the other thing we found is we found a machine in the director's office that projected like a hologram of the real Zero Senior, and he doesn't look like any of us, I don't think. And if he is one of us, he's like an older version of somebody, maybe someone like Dio. But if that's the case, some questions there. So the other thing is that if Temioji is Junpei, then the year can't be 2028. Having a weird hologram that props up is another thing that could suggest it's not the year 2028, it's a futuristic thing after all. But we are now just head back to the point where we're voting, just to see what happens if we betray, what's his name? Temioji. Let's do that. So we're going to click betray. Skip all of this. So, if he's Junpei, then that suggests that he is also capable of seeing other timelines. And if that's true, then maybe this time he'll choose Ally. I don't know. Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. But it does seem like, actually, that's not necessarily exclusive to people that can predict, can't we? Because can't we, like, change things about things in the past or something, right? He did do betray. Cool. So that didn't change it, so that doesn't support the idea. So everybody's betrayed here. Wow. I can't actually remember what happened last time, but I feel like they all allied. And Dio was going to kill Phi. Whoa, okay. Big news. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points. Hey, what's the deal?
Quark had nothing to do with it.
Can we skip this bit? No.
I entered the vote.
So, why'd you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't think really this is the time for a fight, though. Look.
Clover's over by the door. Oh, so Clover did still get through. What? Oh no! Ah, the number 9 door. Fuck, she opened it! Ugh. Why?
Clover, wait!
Clover, what the hell do you think you're doing? I'm gonna call the others. What? I'll get justice for Alice. Justice? Wait, do you mean? The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds. Time for me to go.
No!
Please, Clover, wait. Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here. Dio leapt at Clover, his fists raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved toward the door. Goodbye. I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice. The number 9 door has been closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors... can we skip this? No. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay. Done. Cool, so that's a dead end. Game over. I thought that might give us something else. Ah, well. Okay. Alright, so... this one here. Okay, 5 minutes of life, so that's a lock there. Now, I said last time that I wanted to look at these longer routes, but I feel like we're just going to end up with a dead end. And I should... oh, hang on. Who planted the bomb? How do we stop Phi? That's fine. We can't get past this point. But there is a point we can get past, right? There isn't enough antiviral medication. And then this was... is the proof it wasn't a murder? Okay, so I think that the game would expect the player to go here, so I'm going to go here. So because we've got the thing that duplicates antiviral medication in, what was it, the laboratory? We can solve this question that's posed, so let's go here. Alright, please pay attention everyone. You need to hear this. The ADAM has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6. Can we skip here? Yeah, let's skip. There's a lot of detail that I wouldn't have... Here we go. IG. Immunoglobulin. There we go. So is that what we needed? Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. There we go. IG Replicator. Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff. So it's like a copy machine. Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is. Any ideas? Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon? That's it. I've got it. The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine. What? If I told you you had a nice antibody. Very funny. It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Axelevia is made of antibodies. That means we can make more Axelevia. Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG Replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room. Yeah, we never could figure out what it did though. Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma? I saw it when I was in the laboratory. When was that? Ignore that. Ignore that detail. Probably when you went looking for Alice, right? No, Theo was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator? If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Axelevia. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark. Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah. No time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, you think you could stay behind and look after them? Oh, of course. I'd be happy to. Alright then, let's go. So we've got 2 codes for 2 bombs as well. Because when we saw Zero Senior, he also gave us a bomb code. to defuse the bomb, so we need one more bomb code. Potentially more, but at least one more. Can we skip here? No. Laboratory.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See? So this can copy the Excelavia. I think so. What are we waiting for? Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelavia into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably that was where the duplicated Excelavia would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right. And pressed. Machine blows up. Is that noise good? It sounded pretty bad. Did it work? Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now. And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents. So, it worked.
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Sorry, my hand slipped. You dropped one of them! Yeah. Just one, though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it had broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Temioji could reply, Phi spoke. Guys. I was surprised to hear a voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. See? She held it up in one hand but didn't move her eyes. Then what the heck is going on down there? Take a look. She slid back the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. Oh, bombs. A bomb? Whoa, really? That makes two, then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs? So it would seem. Was this here when you guys came through the first time? No, it was not. Yeah, I didn't see anything. And I looked really hard. Then somebody must have set it while we were looking for Alice. Who the hell would do that? We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect, is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Temioji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane! Listen to yourself! There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb!
Temuji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up. Hey, what's this thing? I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table. Oh. It looks like a memory card. Where was it? Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table. Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room. You think they dropped it accidentally? Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute? Yeah, I guess so. I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. We need to go back to the infirmary and put it in that computer. The monitor. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here. So what do we do? Come on. If I knew I'd be doing it. "10 minutes remaining until Amadex game polling closes. All players please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally." Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right.
We've got what we came here for. What should we do about the, bomb? Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them. True, but... Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark. Right. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Axelavia, and then head to the Flore warehouse. Right. This ought to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover. Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be alright?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was really Axelavia. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated... It's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated. I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief! I was really worried. Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back. "5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. Alright everybody, we can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast." Damn. Don't even have time to catch your breath. Our breath. Come on, let's go. The Flore warehouse is waiting. It is waiting. Can't skip this. Can we skip this? No. Warehouse, eh? Nope. Huh. Where's Temioji? Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary. What? Why? Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio. One-on-one, huh? Yeah. It's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose ally. You know why? Because I've only got 1 BP. Exactly. If you choose ally and I betrayed you, your BP will drop below 0 and, well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. I think you are that desperate, Dio. You see what I'm saying, right? Temioji and Dio are a pair. Temioji only had 1 BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick ally, Fi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Temioji will... yeah, that's pretty much it. Kay and I are gonna be going one. What? Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping. That is correct. How many BP do you guys have? I've got 6. As do I. This will be a tough one then. If one of them can get the other to ally and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points. Well, thanks for that, Luna. Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but... I know. You would like us both to vote ally, yes? Yeah. I agree. If we were both to betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial. Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right? Yes. Promise? Promise. 1 minute remains until Ambidex's game polling closes. Shit, this is bad. We need to move now. Indeed. Shall we? Dance. DOK, Fi and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, Kay went into room 4, Fi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6 respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left? Sounds good. With that settled, we headed into the AB room number 1. Blah-ba-dee-ba. Okay. Who was our opponent? Was it Alice or Quark? Was it? I'll probably be told by Luna right now. 30 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes. It's probably a little late to say this, but... You know Alice is still in the infirmary. So... You're saying we should pick ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that anyway. Yes. I know. It's not really fair to betray someone who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the nonary game didn't seem so scary. 10 seconds remain until 10 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ally. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. It's a hard word to say, guys. Ambidex gates now opening. Participation. Participation. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results. Okay. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. Boom, 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 boom. So Kay, they betrayed each other. Brilliant. Oh, how did that happen? What? Did she recover in time and run in? What? Hang on. 5 and 6 respectively. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kay went into room 4. Fi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6 respectively. Counting from the left. Was it necessarily Alice in that room? I guess it would need to be, wouldn't it? That left Luna and myself. Taking the far left. Well, if this is the far left... Okay, let's assume that this is the far left. Well, that doesn't make sense either, because... Okay, whatever. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. How did this happen? Please check your bracelets to see your updated bracelet points. Who's down? Who was it that was down? What? It wasn't possible. Oh, was it me? It was me that was down? I blinked, rubbed my eyes and looked again. Yeah, I'm on -1. No. That's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Sopril. Here we go again. I blinked, and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up! Sigma! Sigma! No. Why? My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet, there she stood. An apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Whoa. Alice. The world was gradually going black and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? But even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. Whoa, okay. Game over. An impossible event has just happened. Okay, we've got to choose betray now, haven't we? Was it this one? Yes. Okay. So we got to do betray. At least we can find out why she was there. And how she got there so quick. And where's Temioji? And where's Quark? Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Why? What happened to it's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting? I thought... There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I'd picked betray instead. it had almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Right, well, we should go see the results. Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math. The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. Participation. I'm going to nail participation next time it comes up. Betray, betray. Betray, betray. Yes, okay, so it's the same. So how did she get there? Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelets to see your updated bracelet points. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. How can Alice's vote be betray? That's not possible. There she is. Alice. She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where'd she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display. Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward. Me a coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked betray. Why are you even here? You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Temioji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly. But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic. Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Temioji explained what was going on and I got here as fast as I could. So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room? Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall. You did that just so you could betray us? Right. What, don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points. So you're saying it was self-defense? Yes. You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose betray because you wanted to. You wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked ally, you'd have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right? So what if I was? Are you serious? You'd have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. She doesn't care. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape. Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was tell the truth. That is the truth. Why am I the one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone. Phi and Dio. Yes. Oh, hang on. But it's okay because they both did betray. If Dio had chosen ally, Phi would have killed Temioji. But I think Phi knew that Dio was going to try and kill her. And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her. I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP by right now. I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realised that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0 points for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never going to get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall. My apologies, Sigma. But I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone. Okay. Okay. I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution. Sorry. Dio. Well, in that case... Et tu, Phi? Yeah, sorry. Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit. See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So, I would appreciate it if you could not threaten me like I'm the only villain here. Come on, Clover, let's go. Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know. I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it. Everyone's gone. You aren't going to leave too? No. Are you sure? I chose Betray. I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something. Right? My chest hurt, and when I blinked I felt something hot and wet prick the corner of my eyes. Oh. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse. The Amberdex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Amberdex games will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Amberdex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them. As many times as we want, huh? I'll skip this. Yes, as long as we have the Star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over too. Sigma. Could you show me your bracelet? Why? Do you remember what Zero Jr. said? As soon as the gates close, your clothes get all shuffled up automatically. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you? I'm a magenta pair. I wonder what the others are. They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look. We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. Very specific time. So, what should we do now? Everyone else has gone off on their own. Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here. We'll never be able to get out of here. Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds. Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray, including me. Well, what if we have an enemy? An enemy? Yes. A common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance. After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Axelavia. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them. Right. But how do we figure out who it is? Well, do you have any clues? Clues. Huh. That's right. The memory card. I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out to order. What's this? I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it. Really? Yeah. I don't know what's on it though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader. Oh. I guess we can't really use it then. Oh. Wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something. Huh? Yes! I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Dio and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one. Then, yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it. Cool. Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover and Temioji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just, as we left him, asleep on the bed. What are you doing here? I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb, and the memory card, and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the latter. Okay. Then stick it in already.
Go ahead.
Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. Oh, okay. What is this? Let me have a look. We had Dio give us something. So he gave us a list of numbers: 78153, 61098, 83809, 42419, 90551. I wonder what that... I wonder whether it's connected or not.
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters and the even rows use another set. Well, it looks like the odd rows use one set of letters. Oh yeah, I see. It's the same pattern repeated. In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat. Yeah. Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern, I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there? Oh, was there anything else on there? No, it doesn't look like it. So all we get is this gibberish. Hey Alice, you haven't seen anything for a while. Said anything for a while, what's up? Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover? What do you mean? Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training? Training? Ah! This is... So you do recognize it?
Alright, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side. I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization. What? They call themselves the Myrmidons. Ah, okay, that's Dio, right? Dio's the terrorist organization, the cult. Myrmidons? For some reason I felt like I'd heard that name before. What are the Myrmidons? Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them. Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it? So is Dio planting these bombs then? Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, but of course it seems likely. Damn, I've got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does this thing say? I don't know. What? How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know, I sure don't.
I see.
Not much we can do then. We can come back to the code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code? That's... You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? And we'll find out next time on Borderland Games. What hell of a kind of job that is. Hell kind of job. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Virtue's Last Reward. I will see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye!